everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with so many empties. So many empties. And this isn't even all of them. This is about half to 2/3. I have a whole nother bin. And so I'm going to split this into two videos. This is the stuff that I used up longer ago. That is the stuff that I used up more recently that's on the ground in front of me. So I'm going to post this one, and then in a couple weeks I'm going to post part 2, just because I don't want to overwhelm you guys. But it's been a long time since I've filmed an empties. Normally I do them every couple months, and I haven't filmed one since before Finn was born. And I'm pretty excited to get into these because then I can put them in my big box of empties, which I'm going to go through at the very end of the year, do like a products that I used up in 2017 kind of thing, and then add up the total and just go through them really quickly. First off, I used up a Lush bath bomb, and this is either the Butter Ball or Butter Bomb. I don't remember, but this is my favorite bath bomb, and yet I can't remember what it's called. It's very sweet and warm scented, kind of vanilla, creamy scent. And it has, I think, shea butter, like little chips in it, and so it's actually moisturizing as well. So I think from now on, I'm either going to get this bath bomb or I'm going to start getting bath melts exclusively, because I've been using other bath bombs and I don't really like them very much. I mean, I don't dislike them, it's just that I feel like they're super expensive for kind of just like a lot of flash and no substance. I really like bath bombs for their moisturizing power, and most of them don't seem to do a whole bunch. I'll stick with Lush products. I used up the Celebrate hand and body lotion. It's a small size. I mean, this is the 1.5 ounces one. This lasted me like my whole life. It lasted me almost 2 years though, and I used it regularly for like a year, every single night on my feet and sometimes up like to my knees. And you only need like the tiniest amount, which you would think would be good, except for a little bit went a long way. Not because it was so moisturizing and so powerful, but because it just sat on top of the skin, so it didn't sink in. It just kind of made you feel all greasy. It smells really good. I cannot figure out what it is. It smells like a candy of some sort from my childhood, and I don't know what candy, but it smells good. The formula is just not great, so I'm not going to repurchase this. I used up a hair oil. This is a, you know, like sample size I got in a box a long time ago. I'm trying to go through some of my older hair oils. This is by Oblifica Professionals. It's a sea berry hair serum, and I liked it. I feel like a lot of hair and skin products that I try, they don't have this miracle, magical power to them. They just kind of all do the same thing. Like if I don't use them, I notice a difference, but I haven't found one that stands out, and this one is no different. I liked it. I used it, well, before I cut my hair, because guys, look at, I cut my hair. But I would use it on like the bottom half, so probably here down. And now I just use it on the ends, and that helped make it seem healthier and softer. Anyways, it was fine. I wouldn't repurchase that one specifically, especially since I have so many hair oils to go through. This is a Sephora waterproof eye makeup remover. I really like this. This is a great eye makeup remover. I usually use micellar water to take off my makeup, but for days when I use like really heavy mascara, and especially if I use eyeliner, micellar water doesn't usually cut it, so I have to use a waterproof eye makeup remover. This one's good, and it's relatively affordable. I mean, it's the Sephora brand, so it's not like super expensive. This is the 100% pure coffee bean caffeine eye cream for dark circles and puffiness. And I actually really liked this. This is one of those few products that I found actually makes a difference. It is very, like, it's kind of a whipped texture, but it's also really thick. It's like a thick whipped texture. I don't really know how to describe it. It's different than any other eye creams that I've tried, and it smelled really good. Not like coffee, but I don't know what coffee beans like raw smell like, so maybe that. It was kind of like a warm vanilla type scent, but I really like this one. I would repurchase this. It actually like moisturized really well, and I think it might have actually reduced dark circles as well. Then I have a candle from Bath & Body Works. This is the pumpkin spiced cheesecake. It smelled really good, but I feel like Bath & Body Works candles maybe don't have the scent throw that I remember them having. I don't know if they've like changed their formula, or if it was just this particular scent, or if it's because it's older, but every time I used it, I expected the whole house to fill up with the smell, and it just kind of didn't, and I don't know why. Also, I wish it burned down lower. I mean, the burn time was awesome. It lasted like a bajillion years. It says 25 to 45 hours. It was probably closer to 45 hours of burn time, which is great, but I wish it was a stronger scent. And I feel like there's so much wasted product down here. I have the John Frieda Frizz Ease Daily Nourishment Moisturizing Conditioner. It was decent. I liked it well enough, but again, I just don't think it was really different than any other conditioner that I've used. There are some conditioners that are really bad, but I haven't found a conditioner yet that's really good. They're all just like normal or bad. I used up a Bermuda Plumeria Sunrise Bath & Body Works foaming hand soap. This is my favorite kind of hand soap, the foaming ones from Bath & Body Works. The smell is really sweet for floral. Like, it smells sugary, like candy more than flowers. It was a great spring and summer scent, but now that we're going into fall and winter, I am happy to be done with that one. Another candle. I'm really trying to burn my candles because I have a lot of them. This is the Sprinkled Cupcake Scented Candle from Target. This one says burn time up to 15 hours. I want to say it was pretty close to that. I mean, it definitely wasn't 45 hours like the Bath & Body Works one, but it's also, you know, only a single wick candle. What's with the candles only burning down to like, they have like half an inch left. It smelled like a sprinkled cupcake, but I would not use it in like a living room again. It would be good for a room like this, like a 10 by 10 kind of room, because it does not fill up like a whole living room and kitchen and hallway. Another eye cream, I think this one was from a boutique box a long time ago. This is a L'Adore Eco Professional Sleeping Clinic Ampoule. Oh, this isn't an eye cream. This is a hair cream. Again, I want to say this one was average. I hate like, oh, it was just average. Everything is so average. But you know, if I do like something, that is really good, because it has to be really good to impress me. Otherwise, it's just average. So that eye cream, you know it's good if it impressed me, because nothing does. These are the Acne Pimple Master Patch by CosRX. Oh, these are good. I just purchased a 4-pack from Amazon because they're so good. I mean, I think this is one of the 4 and I've already used it up and I'm almost done with another one, but they work. They work so well. You put it on a pimple and it goes away. If it's a really, really bad one, you have to do it for like a few days in a row, but it is so much quicker, so much less painful than if you just let it go away by itself or you try to pop it or whatever. These work really well. But yeah, I highly recommend these. They're pretty cheap, $4-ish on Amazon. This is a eye mask from Sephora. It's the avocado eye mask. I liked it. It seemed to do a little bit. It felt really nice more than anything. And I think I used this while I was still pregnant, and when I was pregnant I was just kind of miserable all the time, so these nice little spa treatments are awesome. It felt good, and that's the main thing. I just wanted to feel good for 15 minutes. These I really didn't like. These are the Sephora Express Cleansing and Exfoliating Wipes. I don't think they sell these anymore, which is a good thing because they kind of suck. They work okay, but they're so uncomfortable. The exfoliating part is very rough and scratchy, and it doesn't feel like a nice gentle exfoliation. It also doesn't feel like it's, you know, just taking off the dead skin. It feels like it's taking off like the top 5 layers of your skin. And if you get it on your lips, at least for me, it made them numb. I did it like once or twice, just kind of and my lips were numb for a while. I don't know what it was, but I don't think they're lip safe. I wouldn't recommend these at all. I ended up just using these to wipe off swatches on my hand. So this is a shaving cream, and I think it was like a Venus one, like a Venus Violet gel shaving cream. I did like this. I don't normally love the gel to moussey shaving creams just because I feel like they're more work than just the regular moussey ones, but it was like actually kind of moisturizing, and it was like thick and creamy, and it smelled pretty good. This is a dry shampoo. It's by Clairol. It's the Hair Food Sulfate Free Dry Shampoo infused with kiwi fragrance, and I didn't love it. It wasn't enough of like the powdery white kind of dry shampoo. It was a lot more of like the clear, no residue kind of dry shampoo, which doesn't seem to work as well for me. It smelled good, but that doesn't mean a whole lot if it doesn't feel like it's cleaning my hair, that doesn't absorb the oils. I have a lot of samples of dry shampoo. This is the chlorine one. I think I got this in a dry shampoo like favorites kit from Sephora. It came with like 5 different dry shampoo samples. The only thing I don't like about the chlorine one is that it doesn't smell very good. It doesn't smell as bad as the Not Your Mother's dry shampoo, which is unscented, but it stinks really bad. And it works okay. I think for the price though, I'm just gonna keep buying Batiste because this one is really expensive. It's like $22 to $24, I think, for the full size. And it's just not worth it to me because it only works up to as well as Batiste dry shampoo works, but definitely not better. Speaking of, this is the Tropical, the Coconut and Exotic scent. I got it at Marshall's because they sell Batiste for much cheaper than you can buy like online or at your local Fred Meyer or wherever you buy Batiste dry shampoo normally. Okay, I used up another bath bomb. It's the Easter egg one. I used this up months ago and I got it at Easter time. But it was cool because it was in 2 halves of an egg and it was big. It was like this big, so it was a little bit more expensive. And then in the middle, there was, I think, a little chick. So I used it as either 2 or 3 bath bombs rather than just one giant one. I used up my prenatal vitamins. Rude. These are the Vitafusion ones. They were much better than my giant horse pill oatmeal tasting prenatal vitamins, but by the end I was not a fan of them anymore. They're covered in like this sour powder stuff and oh my gosh, it like I had to force them down at the end. They were just so strong and the powder, like, ugh, I can feel it now. It's like making my mouth water, not because it tastes good, but you know, with sour things, you can feel it in like the back of your throat, sort of. Yeah, it had that. The women's vitamins by Vitafusion, so much better. They don't have that powder stuff. Oh, they taste way better. I have a couple mascaras. These 2 are 2 of my favorite mascaras, but I didn't realize when I purchased them that I got the waterproof versions, and I do not like the waterproof versions. For some reason on me, waterproof mascara just weighs my eyelashes down, and instead of just like, you know, making the mascara last longer and through water like they're supposed to, they just make them heavy and droopy and don't do what mascara is supposed to do by like curling and lifting and lengthening. This is the Revlon Bold Lacquer and the CoverGirl Supersizer Mascara. Highly recommend these as long as you don't get the waterproof ones. I mean, maybe it works for you, but for me, it does not. Another mascara, this one was better. This is the Revlon Volume and Length Magnified Mascara. I like the brush. It's kind of fluffy, lots of bristles. It was decent, I would recommend it. I think I like this one better than the one with the red cap. I have a Sephora Lavender Foot Mask. I don't remember it being lavender. I used this again while I was pregnant as like a little spa day. I think I had this and like the eye masks and like a heating pad or something, you know, all at once just to try to make myself feel better. And this, it was fine, but I've used those ones that like make your feet peel after a week and they peel and peel and peel. And this just seemed like a quick fix that didn't actually fix much. It was more just like putting on a lotion on your feet. I mean, it felt nice, don't get me wrong. It was a great way to unwind, but I don't think it did a whole lot, especially for the price. I think I would rather just get the kind that actually resurface your feet. Sephora Shea Lip Mask. These do nothing for me. I really wanted it to, but the lip masks don't do anything. It feels like maybe a chapstick. Like putting on a lip balm, it doesn't do anything extra than that. So I have this mask and I wrote a little note on it. Oh, a long note, okay. So this is the Essilor Chlorophyll Lifting Mask. It was bright green. So I was using this while I was pregnant and I was breaking out, and I was also using moisturizer and a toner at the same time. So I stopped using all 3 of them to see if I was still breaking out, in which case it'd be the pregnancy. And if I stopped using all 3 and I wasn't breaking out, and I put this back in and I started breaking out again, then I would know that's what it was. You know what I mean? So like process of elimination and then reintroducing products helps you figure out what's causing a breakout. And I'm pretty sure this was causing it. I don't remember positively because it was a long time ago, but I'm still using the same moisturizer and toner now that I'm not pregnant and I'm not breaking out from it. So I don't know. But apart from the possible breakouts, I liked this product. It was, you know, one of those ones that goes on like a jelly gooey goop and then it kind of dries down and like hardens a little bit. I really like those kind of masks. This is a clindamycin phosphate lotion. It was a prescription. I don't know if you guys remember from my older videos from like a year ago. My skin looked horrible, horrific. I had like cystic acne on my cheeks. You can still see some of the scarring a little bit over here. On my chin especially, it was bad. But this I used along with a benzoyl peroxide cleanser. I don't know if this is what helped, you know, kind of get it under control, but it definitely didn't hurt. It definitely didn't make it worse. I think it helped. It was weird. It was like super, super thin and liquidy. It did dry out my skin a little bit, or maybe that was the benzoyl peroxide cleaner. I'm not positive, but my skin was very dry for a while. So then I have the TRESemmé Fresh Start No Visible Residue Volumizing Dry Shampoo. Again, I like the kind that has visible residue. I feel like those work better for me. They absorb the oil in my hair, and this kind of almost made it look greasier. This is the Marcel 3-in-1 Micellar Solution. This one was good. Most micellar waters, I don't notice the difference between, but the one I'm using now I think is Garnier, and I don't like it as much as this one. Okay, this is the PYT Argan Oil for your hair, and I didn't like the scent of this one. It was too, kind of like manly. It was like cologne-y, sort of. But I do think it worked a little bit better than some other oils that I've tried in the past. It's also super expensive. I think this size was like $35, so I'm never gonna buy it. I got it in a BoxyCharm, but I did like it. It was good, but not good enough to justify the price. This is the oldest product I think has ever been in one of my empties. This is the Bath & Body Works Cucumber Melon Concentrated Room Spray. I've had this for, I want to say I was like 13, 14 when I've got it. So like 8 or 9 years, so long, and it never ended. It was only an ounce and a half, but it was so strong that you only needed to go and it would fill up an entire room. Literally just like, if you went any longer, you would like suffocate. Suffocate. I used it all the time when I lived with my parents, and then I used it all the time when we lived here, and it just never ended. And I'm really glad that it's gone, because I mean, it smelled fine. It smelled good, but I was so sick of it. This is the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. This is my favorite mascara. The Revlon Bold Lacquer Mascara is a pretty good dupe, but it's not quite as good as the Perversion Mascara. Really like this one. It just started to smell. I'd used it for a long time. It started to dry out a little bit. Just wasn't as good anymore, so time to get rid of that one. Oh, and then this one is the Sephora Length and Volume Lash Craft Mascara. This one started to burn my eyes, and I think I had it in my purse for like 6 months, and that's probably why it started to burn my eyes, because I forgot that it was in there, and then I used it anyways, and I'm like, yeah, probably not a good idea. Okay, this is the Peter Lamas Naturals Exfoliating Pumpkin Facial Scrub. I liked this. This was a pretty good facial scrub. It didn't quite have enough exfoliating, cool, good job Thea, enough exfoliating beads in it. For me, I like more of a microdermabrasion kind of exfoliation, and that one had a lot of like the cleanser in it and not as much of the exfoliating power. You feel me? But it smelled really good. It didn't smell like pumpkin, but it had, again, like a warm, creamy kind of cookie dough almost scent. I'm pretty sure it's on the expensive side though, so I don't know that I would buy it again, especially since I have so many other facial scrub type products that I need to go through. Oh, I have another one of these pimple patch things. I have an eye cream sample. This is the Lancome Visionaire Ion Corrector. I want to say I liked this. I typically like Lancome products. Kind of creamy and thick, but it seems to absorb pretty well, and it kind of turns into like a gel formula. Feels kind of like liquidy and jelly on the hands. I do think I liked it, but I don't think I liked the Lancome price. This is the Clinique All About Eyes Serum. It's a like depuffing massage thing. I really like this. I had it for a long time too. It has like a little metal ball on the end, and you can like roll it on your skin, and it feels really nice. It's like cooling, and it does feel like a little miniature eye massage. I'd always put this on, and then like once the serum soaked in, I would put on like a regular eye cream. I don't know if it actually did anything, but it felt good. And then the last thing is an aroma oil. It's a floral one. I think I got it from Daiso, so it was like $1.50, and I didn't like it. It's 10 milliliters. It's definitely not like an essential oil. It smelled really cheap. I am not gonna repurchase it. And that is everything for now. Again, I will be coming back with another Empties video eventually. That was already so many products, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I will leave my empties playlist down in the description below in case you want to see everything that I used up. And then again, in a couple months here, I'm going to be doing a mega empties video with everything that I used up this year, so stay tuned for that. But again, that is everything for me today, so I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I will see you all very soon. Bye!